And so, as you've heard, we're so very pleased to be joined today by Garret Frey, who filed a complaint with OCR and successfully worked through the expedited complaint resolution process to get the services he needed to be able to continue to live in his own home. You've heard a little bit about Garrett, and we'll hear firsthand from him, but I just want to tell you how special a person Garrett is. He really has been a lifelong, passionate, and effective advocate for disability rights, including, as you've heard, winning a case before the Supreme Court in 1999 to be able to go to public school with needed supports. And he's now an adult living an integrated and fulfilling life in the community. He wrote a motivational book called As I Am, about living with a disability, and he also is a gifted illustrator and illustrated a children's book called Benny and the Butterfly about being different. And so he and his family traveled here from Iowa to be here and to talk today about his experiences. Well, I'm also joined by my OCR colleague, Holly Garrett, who is the essential person who worked very closely with Garrett to get all of the services in place that he needed to be able to support him. And so thank you, Holly. And Holly is here to continue assisting you, Garrett, by also pulling up some of the thoughts that you have jotted down about the remarks that you want to make. And so, Garrett, people have talked about you, but can you just tell us firsthand a little bit about yourself?
Yes. I first want to say thank you, Robin Sue, and to Holly, to everyone with OCR, with the Department of Justice, HHS. I'm truly honored and blessed to be here today. I have been paralyzed for 37 years, and I'm a ventilator dependent man, and I've been paralyzed since the age of 4. I would describe myself, I have brown hair, brown eyes, and I am wearing a pink shirt with a white undershirt, and I'm currently 42 years old. So, for myself, I describe myself as a very active, passionate, optimistic, open-minded person. I have been fortunate to always live within my home, and I have been blessed to have the support of my family, many great friends, and many others. However, in order to live in my own home with my family, I need caregivers to help me throughout my day, taking care of my needs. They are my hands.
Indeed. And so what kinds of problems, Garrett, were you experiencing that led you to file a complaint with OCR?
There were many little things, which end up big things. I filed a complaint with OCR because I have been trying to get approval for 24/7 care within our own home. That's where I'm most happy. That's where we're most healthy. I was able to receive an increase in my waiver hours from 6 hours a day to 24 hours per day. Thank you. Thank you. But even then, it was impossible to hire, train, and keep caregivers due to the low reimbursement rate that I had. I asked for an increase in the rate so I could pay my caregivers a livable wage. But the state continued to deny our every request. I also requested for respite services to be provided within our own home, and they were also denied. I appealed each denial along the way, but never received a satisfactory response. I then contacted lawyers, legislators, senators, and even reached out to our governor's office. After many closed doors, I filed a complaint with the OCR, which finally started this process.
And so, Garrett, can you tell us a little bit more about what changes in your life occurred as a result of going through this expedited complaint resolution process and working through it? What services do you now have in place?
Well, my life and my family's life has positively changed, and it's dramatically changed. I now have 24/7 care coverage along with respite services. I was also able to recruit and pay caregivers a livable wage. I have nursing care twice a week, overnight coverage of caregivers, and daytime coverage for part of the day. Sometimes I still rely on my mother for my cares, my needs. These supports have helped me live a more productive, active, and independent life. My mother now is able to get a good night's rest, sleep, because of my overnight care. My mom is the most important person in my life, truly. She is here with me today, and I personally would like to recognize her. Thank you, Mom. My mom is here, Charlene. She is wonderful. She is great. She's amazing in multiple ways. I owe everything to many others, as I mentioned before. She needs to simply be just my mom, not my caregiver. I also feel as though I deserve to receive the services and the supports that I need.
And thank you, Garrett, for your advocacy and all the wonderful families out there that support individuals that have similar circumstances. Thank you for your passionate advocate. I do have I just have one final question, because I've been struck, as you and I have talked, about the fact that it took you 12 years to be able to win the right to be able to go to school, which finally came up to the Supreme Court, but 12 years to do that. And so we've sort of been reflecting about the fact that this process was, of course, a lot faster. And do you have any just overall thoughts, any parting remarks and things, messages that you'd like to share with others?
Yes. I feel as though if I had not filed a case with the OCR, I'm not sure, I don't believe, if it were not for the OCR, I would still be fighting for services I still need today. Filing a complaint with the OCR has really, truly been a game changer. I think about all the individuals out there with disabilities who do not have any other options, no other options, other than being placed in a hospital or a care facility, a nursing home, or an institution. This is why OCR is so important. Having the option to file a complaint ensures that individuals with disabilities, our voices are being heard, we're being respected, and we do have dignity. Thank you. Lastly, I hope by sharing my experiences with you today will help others in Iowa and continue to help other individuals with disabilities across our country facing similar obstacles and challenges. And I just want to say thank you to everyone here today. It's truly an honor, and I am going to continue my best to fight for others. And I will be there to do everything I can to help with the process. It's not easy. I tell you, it's a fight. But I will help each and every one that I can. And I just want to say thank you all for being here. It's truly an honor.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.